shut your woman down. When I was arrested, I was dressed in black. They put me on the train and they took me back. I had no friend for to go my bed. They slapped me down the coast to the country jail. Shut my woman down. Well, something like that. Yep. Well, we never really tried this one. Not like that, anyway. Oh gosh, I hope you didn't miss it too much of it. Really, it's not quite. Everything's not quite all right yet with the connection. Hopefully it won't be too bad.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's time for another instrument now, and we'll try to fiddle a bit with it, and we're doing an old French song for a change.
Yep. Alors, le prochain qu'on va faire, c'est une vieille chanson militaire française, et on va prendre le violon pour celle-là. Un morceau qui s'appelle Je me suis engagé, qui raconte l'histoire d'un soldat qui s'est engagé pour l'amour d'une blonde et il n'aurait pas dû. Mais je pense que vous comprendrez très vite en entendant la chanson. Howdy Raiders, welcome. Thanks a lot, indubitably Brendan. Hope you had a nice stream.
Well, thank you so much. I'm not sure who you are, but you're indubitably Brendan. All right. Well, I hope you had fun.
Yep.
Don't know what were you doing?
Yeah. What were you doing?
I'll do the shout out.
So today we're doing songs about war as. We're at November the 11th, so Armistice Day, the end of the First World War. So we're honoring all the death and suffering from all wars in the world. Like some good tunes. Oh yeah. Well, I'm sure you had some fun. The next one we'll do is a French song, an old French song about the story of a soldier who enlisted for the love of one blonde girl, and she didn't really love him, and she got with his captain, so the two got mad at each other. They dueled. The soldier killed the captain, and then he was, of course, court-martialed and killed.
Not a great career move.
So yeah, no, not a great career move.
Everything's so slow here.
No, this will be the only song I will sing in French tonight. So if you can't stand French, don't worry. We'll get back to English real soon.
Does this thing work?
You can do the shout out.
Well, I'm not sure it worked. It doesn't say anything.
Wow.
It's supposed to have done it, but may not have worked. It may have. I don't know.
All right. Well, let's try to do this song.
Tell me if the shout out worked. If it didn't, I'll do it from another. What's this? Hasn't worked yet.
Oh.
All right, I'll try to do with another dashboard because they never work.
All right.
This is gonna be easier, I think. Well, it should work because it tells me it's been done. So maybe it's delayed. I don't know. If it didn't work, it was just I don't know, lost in the labyrinths of Twitch somehow. All right, we'll do this one. Oh gosh. Give me a G chord. Chord.
Oh.
Je me suis engagé pour l'amour d'une blonde. Je me suis engagé pour l'amour d'une blonde. C'est pas pour l'anodin qu'elle me doit encore, mais c'est pour un baiser qu'elle m'a refusé. Dans mon chemin faisant, je rencontre mon capitaine. Dans mon chemin faisant, je rencontre mon capitaine. Mon capitaine me dit: où vas-tu sans souci? Je vais dans ce vallon rejoindre mon bataillon. Soldat, tu as déserté pour l'amour de ta blonde. Soldat, tu as déserté pour l'amour de ta blonde. Est-ce pour l'anodin qu'au doigt je porte encore, ou bien pour le baiser qu'elle t'a refusé? Là-bas dans ce vallon, il y a une bataille à faire. Là-bas dans ce vallon, il y a une bataille à faire. J'ai pris mon sabre en main, mon capitaine le sien, et j'ai foncé sur lui comme sur l'ennemi. Au premier coup parlé, j'ai tué mon capitaine. Au premier coup parlé, j'ai tué mon capitaine. Mon capitaine est mort et moi je vis encore. Mais avant les 3 jours, ce sera mon tour. Celui qui me tuera, ce sera mon camarade. Celui qui me tuera, ce sera mon camarade. Il me bandera les yeux avec un mouchoir bleu et me fera mourir sans trop me faire souffrir. dites rien à ma mère. Soldat de mon pays, ne dites rien à ma mère. Mais dites-lui plutôt que je suis à Bordeaux, dans un bon régiment, que j'y suis pour longtemps. Je me suis engagé pour l'amour d'une blonde. Je me suis engagé pour l'amour d'une blonde. C'est pas pour l'anneau d'or qu'elle me doit encore, mais c'est pour un baiser qu'elle m'a refusé. Alright, hope you liked it. Je me suis engagé. Et Colibri,
Merci Colibrigan.
je sais pas qui a enregistré. Je sais que Yves Montand a enregistré une version de cette chanson
Ouais.
qu'il appelle Je me suis engagé avec une liaison.
Une liaison dangereuse.
Une liaison dangereuse. Je me suis engagé. Et à part ça, je ne sais pas. Il doit y avoir quelques autres enregistrements, mais.
C'est qu'on l'avait entendu dans un film qui.
On entend une version dans un vieux film, Fanfan la Tulipe,
Non,
qui
Fanfan la
date
Tulipe, ouais.
des années
Un vieux fanfan la tulipe.
50 ou 60.
Donc pas le tout récent des années 2000.
Oui. Well, thank you for the kind words. I don't play the fiddle that much, but we try to do a couple songs, a couple tunes tonight. And the next one we'll play on the fiddle is an instrumental tune that is not a Civil War tune, but is associated with the Civil War because it was featured in a Civil War documentary in the 1990s. And it's become very popular, written by J. Enger, The Ashokan Farewell.
La prochaine qu'on va vous faire, c'est un morceau qui a été écrit pour un documentaire sur la guerre civile américaine, aussi appelée la guerre de sécession. Ça dépend un peu d'où on est. Et c'est un morceau écrit pour un documentaire et qui a été écrit du coup dans le style de la musique de l'époque et qui a eu tellement de succès que c'est devenu un grand classique très associé à la guerre civile américaine. Un morceau qui s'appelle A Shocken Farewell.
The Ashokan Farewell. I hope you like it. It's a very beautiful tune.
indubitably clearly knows the tune very well, and it's a great tune. Hope you liked it. We do a rather simple version of it, but it's I think simple always has its charm.
Yeah.
And that's very interesting. Indubitably, Brendan. You know how the poem is called? We will be sure to check it out. And right, that's all for the fiddle tonight. So we'll take the mandolin now. We'll do another a song about the Civil War, which is also not a period piece, but written by Aubrey Holt of the Boys from Indiana. We are mostly a bluegrass band after all, and we'll try to do this one called "Atlanta is Burning."
Kathleen Mavourneen. Well, we'll look it up and we'll try to find a way to hear it. We are always interested in old tunes.
It's a poem.
It's a poem. Yeah, but he said that someone wrote the music to it. Maybe we can find it. I don't know.
Oh yeah, we'll try. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
We love Civil War pieces and tunes, so.
Oh yeah. But we won't do any time period Civil War tunes tonight. But sometimes we've done some shows with almost only that, and it's always fun.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Wrote the music to it.
Alors, ce qu'on va vous faire, c'est un morceau qui parle encore de la guerre civile américaine et qui est à propos du siège d'Atlanta, un moment clé de la guerre civile américaine, lorsque les armées de Sherman ont assiégé Atlanta et ensuite ont réussi à prendre la ville, puis ils ont foncé vers la mer et ils ont coupé les sudistes en deux. Et du coup, c'est là que ça a terminé la guerre en fait, puisqu'ils étaient complètement coupés de leurs arrières et c'était fini. Un morceau qui s'appelle Atlanta is Burning, écrit par Aubrey Holt des
Boys from Indiana.
Boys from Indiana.
For years we've been fighting, though it seems like 100. Away to the south is a home I once knew, where my loved ones are waiting for word from the captain that the battle has ended for the gray and the blue. I left dear old Georgia on the first day of April. The grass in the valley was just turning green. I married my Sally just a week before leaving. I now have a baby that I've never seen. She sent me a letter that told of our baby. He's just like his daddy, were the words that it said. But that's been so long now that it seems like forever. And Lord, I'm so homesick and I wish I were dead. Atlanta is burning, the horizon is flaming, the thunder of cannons in If I could just see her and the baby so dear. A bullet has found me, and darkness is falling. The pain is unreal, and my body's so weak. The captain is calling, but I cannot answer. My thoughts wander southward as I go to sleep. My thoughts wander southward as I go to sleep.
Atlanta is Burning there from Aubrey Holtz, a great songwriter from the Boys from Indiana and later the Wildwood Valley Boys. All right, we'll get back to another tune we got from the Monroe Brothers. This is not a very well-known tune from them, and I hope we'll. It's not a very well-known tune by us either, so I hope we'll remember the melody, the tune. And sur le truc, t'avais mis que je chantais libre, mais quand on avait testé hier, c'était le truc que je chantais libre, je crois. Ah bah, je peux chanter libre. On va essayer. It's about World War I. Well, it was written and recorded by the Monroe Brothers before World War II, so and it's called The Forgotten Soldier Boy.
Alors, ce que je vais vous faire, c'est un morceau qui parle du coup de la Première Guerre mondiale, et notamment des soldats qui sont rentrés après avoir fait leur devoir et se retrouver plein de séquelles, de blessures, de séquelles psychologiques, etc. Et qu'une fois rentrés, en fait, on les a pas tellement accueillis comme des héros, comme ce qu'ils pensaient, et on les a un peu laissés pour compte, assez souvent. Un morceau qui s'appelle Forgotten Soldier Boy.
Parce que la deuxième moitié, comment on se trouve. Que la deuxième moitié on en trouve, c'est trop bon.
Okay.
Donc pas la partie avec le... Deuxième moitié du couplet entier.
D'accord.
I'm just a poor ex-soldier that's broken down and blue. I fought out in the Great World War for your red, white, and blue. I left my parents and my girl I loved, her friends I'd go and fought out on the battlefield through the anger, sleet, and snow. I saw my buddies dying and some shell shock and torn. Although we never faltered at the Battle of the Marne, and we were told when we left home we'd be heroes of the land. So we came back and found no one who'd lend a helping hand. They promised gold and silver and bid us all adieu. They said they'd welcome us back home when the terrible war was through. We fought until the war was over. They said we'd won the fight, but we have no more money, no place to sleep at night. poor forgotten soldier boy who fought to save our land.
Well, the Forgotten Soldier Boy, that's one we got from the Monroe Brothers there. Not a lot of recordings of this song. I think I've found something like 3 or 4 at most, including one before the Monroe Brothers. And all right, well, we'll get a little bit out of the field of bluegrass again now. And this is a song, you could say it's an Scottish song maybe. Well, it's a folk song written by a Scottish songwriter who then went to Australia after he wrote the song, I think. It's about World War I, and it's called The Green Fields of France, written by Eric Bogle.
La prochaine qu'on va faire, c'est un morceau écrit par Eric Bogle, un Écossais qui ensuite qui est né en Écosse et qui a déménagé en Australie, et qui a écrit pas mal de chansons. Et celle-ci, c'est une chanson qui raconte l'histoire de quelqu'un qui va se recueillir dans les cimetières de la Première Guerre mondiale, qui s'arrête à côté d'une tombe pour se reposer un peu et qui lit l'inscription sur la tombe. William McBride, il s'aperçoit qu'il n'avait que 19 ans. Et voilà, c'est la chanson.
All right, B flat.
Well, how do you do, young Willie McBride? Do you mind if I sit hidden by your graveside and rest for a while? Need a warm summer sun. I've been walking all day and I'm nearly done. I can see by your gravestone you were only 19 when pound. I can see by your gravestone you were only 19 when you joined the Great Fallen in 1916. Well, I hope you died quick and I hope you died clean. Oh, Willie McBride, was it slow enough singing? They beat the drum slowly, did they play the pipe slowly, did they sound the death march and the lowered you down? Did the band play the last Boston chorus? Did the pipes play the flowers of the forest? And you leave a wife for a sweetheart behind, and some faithful heart is your memory and shrine. Although you died back in 1916, in that faithful heart you're forever 19. Or are you a stranger without even a name, and cold and forever behind a glass frame? In an old photograph torn and battered and stained, and fading to yellow in the brown leather frame. Did they beat the drum slowly? Did they play the pipe slowly? Did they sound the death march at a lowered you down? Did the band play the last Boston chorus? Did the pipe play the flowers of the forest? The sun now it shines on the green fields of France. There's a warm summer breeze makes the red poppies dance. And look how the sun shines from under the clouds. There's no gas, no bad water, there's no guns firing now. But here in this graveyard it's still no man's land. The countless white crosses stand mute in the sun. To man's blinded difference to his fellow man, to a whole generation that were butchered and tanned. plant, play the flowers of the forest. Now young Willie McBride, I can't help wonder why do all the so lie here know why they have died. Did they believe it when they answered the calls? Did they really believe that this war would end war? Well, the sorrow, the suffering, the glory, the pain, the killing, the dying was all done in vain. Oh, young Willie McBride, it all happened again and again and again and again and again. Did they beat the drum slowly? Did they play the pipe slowly? Did they sound the death march? Had it love you there? Did the band play the last part in chorus? Did the pipes play the flowers of the forest?
Well, the green fields of France from Eric Bogle there.
Oh, we can learn it from Dropkick Murphys. I think I saw that name somewhere while I was looking for the lyrics and such. I can't remember where we got it.
I don't know. We might have got it from Eric Bogle, but also I think the maybe the Dubliners recorded it.
Oh yeah, probably.
And all right, we'll get back to a sort of bluegrass song. It was actually written in probably around 1944 by Lester Flatt, and he then recorded it with Earl Scruggs. And most people don't know it's originally probably a war song if you listen to the words. But when they recorded it again with Lester Flatt and Earl Scruggs, they changed some of the words. We'll try to do the original version. And we got it from a radio show, a live radio recording that Charlie Monroe did with Lester Flatt in 1944 during the war. It's called We'll Meet Again, Sweethearts.
So this one is about the Second World War. Alors, le prochain qu'on va faire, c'est à propos de un morceau écrit pendant la Seconde Guerre mondiale par Lester Flatt et qui raconte l'histoire d'un soldat qui doit partir à la guerre et qui promet avec à sa chérie qu'il la reverra un jour. Un morceau qui s'appelle We'll Meet Again, Sweetheart. Thanks for the follow, people.
The time has come to say goodbye. I'm asking you to please don't cry. The time to me won't be so long to know you're happy back at home. Someday we'll meet again, sweetheart. We'll meet and never more apart. Someday we'll meet again, sweetheart. Don't cry, oh please don't break my heart. Just tell my mother what I say and keep her happy every day. And if my ticket's not one way, sweetheart, we'll meet again someday. Someday we'll meet again, sweetheart. We'll meet and never more apart. Someday we'll meet again, sweetheart. Don't cry, oh please don't break my heart. Take it home. be happy, just you two. And remember what I say, sweetheart, we'll meet again someday. Someday we'll meet again, sweetheart. We'll meet and never more depart. Someday we'll meet again, sweetheart. Don't cry, oh please don't break my heart. Don't cry, oh please don't break my heart. All right, someday we'll meet again, sweetheart. Hey, Tiffy.
Hey,
Great to have
Tiffy.
you with us. I know it's a little bit earlier now that you guys are on off. You guys are off daylight saving time, and it's good to have you with us from Virginia. There.
I think Ronnie is saying that you should do some nice mandolin playing instead of some mean.
All right. Well, I'll try to be nice. Well, thank you, Bonnie. And yeah, the World War I song, the Green Fields of France, is a beautiful song. We don't really sing it that much. I think it kind of showed, but
Yeah.
but it's a beautiful song. It's very long. But
It's hard to sing without crying.
all right. Well, oh hi, Daron Gomez. Oh, from Colombia.
Oh,
Well,
well,
hola,
welcome.
¿cómo estás?
Yeah, ¿cómo estás?
We don't really speak much
No,
Spanish,
not,
but
not really.
thanks for stopping by, and we are glad to have you with us. Thanks for the follow. Well, now we'd like to do another World War II song. It's also from 1944. Well, you can really tell it's a war song. It's not very.
Oh yeah, this is a war song written during war with
with
all
vengeance.
that implies.
It was written with
yeah,
vengeance.
vengeance,
We've heard
a lot
it
of
from
vengeance.
Red Folly, who did it, and the main one of the things that's funny about this song is that it's called "Smoke on the Water," but it's not the same "Smoke on the Water" that you might think of. If you know about it, but.
Regret saving
Regret
time.
saving. All right, well, we'll try to do this one. Smoke on the Water.
Alors, la prochaine qu'on va faire, c'est une chanson écrite pendant la guerre, la Seconde Guerre mondiale. Mais cette fois-ci, c'est pas une chanson, c'est une chanson de guerre. C'est une chanson qui n'est pas à propos de les soldats qui laissent leur petit ami derrière eux. C'est une chanson de bataille, une chanson écrite lorsque la haine est à son paroxysme et qui souhaite que le Japon soit entièrement rasé.
Obligé de raconter toutes les
Voilà,
paroles.
c'est un morceau qui s'appelle Smoke on the Water. Et c'est assez spécial parce que la mélodie est relativement guillerette et les paroles sont très dures. Smoke on the Water.
Oh, salut.
Salut,
Hi,
Loris.
Hi, Loris.
Hi Loris.
Loris. Let's try to do this one. There will be a sad day coming for the foes of all mankind. They must answer to the people, and it's troubling their mind. Everybody who must fear them will rejoice on that great day, when the powers of dictators will be taken all away. There'll be smoke on the water, on the land and the sea, when our army and navy overtakes the enemy. There'll be smoke on the mountains where the heathen gods stay, and the sun that is rising will go down on that day. For there is a great destroyer made of fire and flesh and steel, rolling towards the foes of freedom. They'll go down beneath its wheels. There'll be nothing left but vultures to inhabit all that land, where the modern ships and bombers make a graveyard of Japan. There'll be smoke on the water, on the land and the sea, when our army and navy overtake the enemy. There'll be smoke on the mountain where the heathen gods stay, and the sun that is rising will go down on that day. with Hitler will be riding on a rein. Mussolini will beg for mercy, as a leader he has failed. But there'll be no time for pity when the screaming eagles fly. That'll be the end of Axis, they must answer with their lives. There'll be smoke on the water, on the land and the sea, when our army and navy overtake the enemy. There'll be smoke on the mountains where the heathen gods stay, and the sun that is rising will go down on that day. There'll be smoke on the water, on the land and the sea, when our army and navy overtake the enemy. There'll be smoke on the mountain where the heathen gods stay, and the sun that is rising will go down on that day. All right, a little swingy tune there. Smoke on the Water, that we got from Red Foley back in 1944. Well, it's time for some banjo now, and we'll do a song we got from, it was actually written, this one was written by Johnny and Jack, the country duet from the 1950s and 60s, but we got this one from Ralph Stanley, and it's called Down Where the River Bends.
Yeah, the lyric can be a bit disturbing. Let's say it's good that when peace is finally made, all the hatred goes down and we try to be friends again. That's a good thing. It's an interesting song because it kind of shows how the people would feel during the war. Alors, la prochaine qu'on va faire, c'est un morceau qui a été écrit par Johnny and Jack, un duo de country vers les années 60-70, quelque chose comme ça. Et un morceau qui parle de, encore une fois, un couple dont le gars doit partir à la guerre et ils se promettent de se retrouver une fois que ce sera fini. Un morceau qui s'appelle Down Where the River Bends.
Well, I think some... All right. We're kind of supposed to do the previous one on the banjo, but it worked on a mandolin pretty well, so... Alright, and, well, somebody's asking, Dayton Gomez is asking if that's a banjo. Yes, it is a banjo.
Oh, it is a banjo.
And you're gonna hear it, unfortunately, probably.
It has the whole 5 strings on it. Oh, he says he wanted to learn how to play it. Well, let me guess. Nobody let you.
I think we can show Gomez how to play the banjo.
Sure.
Just play something that comes to mind, and I'll try to follow you.
All right.
And we'll try to show you how to play the banjo. It's not too hard.
Salut Didier de Bora Bora. Now some chords.
G, C, G.
G, C, G.
All right, let's try something different. All right. So that's the banjo. I do not. I'm not sure we know any songs in Spanish. Probably not that we could play right now. Anyway.
Well, there's one we know, but we don't sing the lyrics. It's Cumbanchero.
Yeah,
the lyrics.
it's a weird song.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll. I guess we're.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's one we often play by request. This one, of course, one of the most well-known banjo tunes in the world, especially outside of bluegrass circles.
Yeah.
Well, let's try to do this next one down where the river bends.
All right.
It's hard to keep the tears out of my eyes, or this might be our last goodbye. Our country calls you to defend our great land, so do your call just like a man. And where the river bends, where the thread will meet again, under the same old sycamore tree, proud of each other and the land of the free. I'll go down to the ocean blue. It's just as close as I can to you. That old ocean will keep us apart, but it won't keep you, dear, out of my heart. Down where the river bends, with God's hand we'll meet again, under the same old sycamore tree, proud of each other and the land of the free. If the worst should happen and the close fall over your far distant lonely grave, this old hymn I'll spend in prayer. I'll meet you in heaven, there'll be no war there. And where the river bends, with God's hand we'll meet again, under the same old sycamore tree, proud of each other and the land of the free, proud of each other and the land of the free. All right. Hi, Ricky Jared there on
Hey.
Facebook from the Hills of
Oh,
Home.
the Hills of Home.
Good old southwestern Virginia. That's
a good place for bluegrass.
oh, it is. We enjoyed our time there.
Yeah, when they're
Every time we've
three times, I
been
think.
there.
Oh yeah.
In August, we never made it in for the Memorial Day, but
Oh, an advice for beginners who want to play a string instrument and not hurt their
I
fingers
think
too much.
there's several advice that we could give. One of them is not
Yeah.
to try too much tricks, not so that it doesn't hurt. There's some people that will advise you to put glue on your fingers or something else that will make contact instead of your fingers, but sooner or later your fingers will have to work their callouses, to strengthen by themselves. But depending on the instruments, it can be easier or harder. The nylon string guitar, the classical guitars, are
Yep.
easier on the fingers. The banjo is a little bit easier than the acoustic guitar is
Yep.
one of the worst.
Yeah,
The
they just this
steel
one.
string acoustic guitar is one of the worst. The mandolin is pretty bad too. The banjo is a little better, but for guitar, classical guitar is easier on the fingers too. There's less tension in the strings. and the strings are also thicker, so it's a little bit less hard on the fingers. I think that's pretty much all. And the other thing is to be patient.
Yeah, patient, and maybe not do.
Don't do too much.
Don't do too much.
Too much at the
on
same
first
time. Yeah, too much at a time. And when you get used to it,
you'll
be able
we'll get used
to do longer and longer
bit.
sessions until you can actually play for a long time.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Yeah, I know, Ricky. It sounds really awesome.
Yeah, we'd sure love to go there in May.
We'd have to work our schedule sometime so that we can get there in May, but it's kind of hard with work and everything. We've made a spot in July, August, but to move it in May is gonna be kind of hard. But we'd sure love to be there for the May festival. There's so many great people that are always there, and it would be it would be awesome.
Oh yeah.
All right, well, I think we got a song there that we heard the Carter family do. It's an old song, probably from the late 19th century, one called The Faded Coat of Blue.
La prochaine, c'est une chanson qu'on a entendue par la Carter Family, qui date de la fin du 19e siècle. On n'est pas sûr de à quelle guerre elle fait référence. Ça pourrait être la guerre civile, mais aussi la guerre hispano-américaine, je crois. Un morceau qui s'appelle Faded Coat of Blue.
My brave boy sleeps in his faded coat of blue. In a lonely grave unknown lies a heart that beats so true. He sang fade and hungry among the famished brave, and they laid him sad and lonely within a nameless grave. No more the bugle call the weary one, rest no in their graves unknown, for they find you and know you among the good and true, where a robe of white is given for a faded coat of blue. He cried, give me water and just a little crumb, and my mother, she will bless you through all the years to come. And tell my sweet sister, so gentle, good and true, that I'll meet her up in heaven in my faded coat of blue. No more the bugle call the weary one, rest no more spirits in their graves unknown, for they'll find you and know you among the good and true, where a robe of white is given for a faded coat of blue. No dear one was nigh him to close his mill blue eyes. No gentle voice was by him to give him sweet replies. No stone marks the lonely sod on the lad so brave and true. In a lonely grave he's sleeping in his faded coat of blue. No more the bugle call the weary one, rest no spirits in their graves unknown, for they'll find you and know you among the good and true, where a robe of white is given for a faded coat of blue, where a robe of white is given for a faded coat of blue. All right, The Faded Coat of Blue, always a song from the Carter family that I enjoyed very much. We listened to a lot of Carter family when we started to dig into bluegrass music and early country music, and this is a great one. And now we're going to do something much more recent. And this is it was written by Joe Mullins and from the Radio Ramblers. It's about the Civil War, prison, northern prison there in on Lake Erie.
Yeah, in Ohio.
In Ohio, not far from Sandusky and Point Pleasant. One called Johnson Island Prison.
La prochaine qu'on va faire, c'est un morceau qui a été écrit très récemment et qui est à propos de la guerre civile américaine. Il s'appelle Johnson Island Prison et qui est à propos de la prison sur l'île de Johnson sur le lac Erie en Ohio. C'est vraiment très au nord, un endroit, voilà, le nord de l'Ohio, il fait très froid, c'est quasiment le Canada. Et donc ça imagine un sudiste de la Géorgie qui avait jamais vu de neige dans sa vie, qui se retrouve en prison. C'est un endroit où il fait super froid. Et du coup voilà, il veut absolument retourner à un endroit où il fait chaud, il n'en peut plus. Et il lit la Bible un soir et il se dit mais attends, mais en fait la réponse est là. Jésus il a marché sur l'eau, alors je vais attendre que le lac gèle et ensuite je m'échapperai en marchant sur le lac quand le lac sera gelé. Johnson Island Prison.
This is not the easiest song to do on the banjo. There's lots of chords, and it's in D minor, not the most usual key, but we'll try it. From the mountains outside Gettysburg, they marched us east and west. Yankee guns at our backs and not much food or rest. I'm a prisoner of the Union after 4 years in the war. At Johnson Island Prison Camp upon Erie's shore. Johnson Island, cold and damp, dark Erie waters surround this Yankee camp. Then bitter wind and blinding snow chill me to the bone. But in the fall a fire is burning for my Dixie home. In dreams of dear old Georgia I smell the new cut hay. Blazing sun bakes your brain and burns your back all day. I never saw a snowflakes in that dear old southern sky. But now the gray Ohio coast is covered solid white. Johnson Island, cold and damp, dark Erie waters surround this Yankee camp. But bitter wind and blinding snow chill me to the bone. But in my soul a fire is burning for my Dixie home. From the good book I saw in black and white, St. Peter walked on water with Jesus there one night. Oh, Peter started sinking till he trusted in the Lord. My faith is on this frozen lake and I'm headed to the shore. Johnson Island, watch me run back home to Dixie and that good old southern sun. I'm staying in the Southland, but if I ever go, you'll never see this Georgia boy any place it's snow. All right, Johnson Island Prison there.
Welcome, 1KH7.
Hey, good to have you with us, Keach.
Yep.
We'll take the mandolin again now, and we'll do an old one. It's an early Jim and Jesse recording, but it was actually written by Curly Seckler, who was with Jim and Jesse at the time, around 1951. And he wrote the song, and he sang the lead on this song, one of the few Jim and Jesse recordings where somebody else is singing lead. It's one called Purple Heart.
On va faire apprendre la mandoline. On va faire un morceau qui est écrit par Curly Seckler et qui a été enregistré en premier par Jim and Jesse. Un morceau qui s'appelle Purple Heart. Et si vous ne savez pas ce que c'est un Purple Heart, c'est une médaille, ça veut dire cœur pourpre. C'est une médaille qui est décernée aux soldats qui ont été blessés à la guerre ou tués. Et ça parle de la guerre de Corée. Même s'il y a eu des versions ensuite qui ont été écrites où en changeant un mot ils disent Vietnam ou la guerre du Golfe. Parce que c'est un morceau un peu populaire sur un truc là pour rendre hommage aux soldats blessés ou tués. Purple Heart. So of course the title of the song is referring the medal, the Purple Heart, which is a medal that American soldiers receive for being wounded or killed. And it's been written for the Korea War, although it has been adapted a little bit for the Vietnam War and the Gulf War, I think.
And for some of you who might be joining us late, we just want to mention, you might be wondering why we do all these songs. Well, it's the November 11th, and depending on where you are, it's Armistice Day or Remembrance Day or Veterans Day, so we thought we would do some songs about war. And let's try to do this one, the Purple Heart, in A, I think.
Yeah, it's the end of the First World War.
Alright, Purple Heart, written by Curly Sackler there. Now we'd like to do a Louvin Brothers song. It's I want to say it's been a while, but we've done one, but we haven't done a lot of Louvin Brothers songs lately. But this is one that's we enjoy doing. It's called "The Weapon of Prayer," and it was also written during or shortly after the Korean War.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. 7 X's. That's right. Alright, we'll try to do the weapon of prayer.
Le projet qu'on va faire, ça parle des familles qui prient à la maison pour la sécurité des soldats envoyés au front. Weapon of Prayer.
Tonal.
In that land across the sea, there's a job for you and me. Though our presence there may not be found, we must stay each night and day on the battle line and pray. We must never lay our weapons down. We don't have to be a soldier in a uniform to be of service over there. While the boys so bravely stand with the weapons made by hand, let us trust and use the weapon of prayer. Many thousand miles away, someone shed their blood today. With a heart so true and brave, they're gone to a war that's yours and mine. We'll find the battle line with a weapon that will save our home. We don't have to be a soldier in a uniform to be of service over there. While the boys so bravely stand with the weapons made by hand, let us trust and use the weapon of prayer. And when the planes and tanks and guns have done all that can be done, and the mighty bombs have rained and fell, still the helpful hand above holds the weapon made of love, and against him none on earth prevail. We don't have to be a soldier in a uniform to be of service over there. While the boys so bravely stand with the weapons made by hand, let us trust and use the weapon of prayer.
The Weapon of Prayer from the Louvin Brothers there. And, well, a little bit earlier we did a World War I song written by Eric Bogle, and now we're about to do another World War I song, also written by Eric Bogle. This one was written after he had moved to Australia, and he wrote a song about the an Australian point of view.
Thanks for the follow, 7Xs. And yeah, we know Sitting on Top of the World by Mississippi Shakes.
Right, we know.
I think one time we even did a bluesy version like Mississippi Shake.
Yeah, we know the more bluegrassy version that everybody does.
Yeah, the bluegrass
and,
version.
We know the more the kind of older Mississippi Shakes version. We may try to do it for you.
Yeah.
We'll see how and with which instrument, and maybe which version you'd like to hear, the old Mississippi Shakes or the more bluegrass version. And while you're thinking about it, we'll try to do this next one. It's also very long, and it talks about a soldier shipping from an Australian shipping to the Battle of Gallipoli in Turkey and Greece. I mean, at the border between Greece and Turkey.
It's in Turkey.
It is in Turkey, not far from Greece, and Suvla Bay, and it's called and the band played Waltz in Matilda.
Alors, après qu'on va vous faire, c'est encore un morceau de Eric Bogle. Et cette fois-ci, c'est un morceau qui parle d'un soldat australien qui part se battre à Gallipoli pendant la Première Guerre mondiale, qui il perd ses jambes et qui est renvoyé en Australie, et qui comprend pas trop pourquoi il y a des gens qui défilent pour la Première Guerre mondiale, parce que lui, il a tout perdu là-bas. Un morceau qui s'appelle And the Band Played Waltzing Matilda.
Oh, sorry, we didn't see. When I was a young man, I carried me pack, and I lived the free life of the rover. From the Murray's green basin to the dusty outback, I waltzed my Matilda all over. Then in 1915, my country said, son, it's time to stop rambling, there's a work to be done. So they gave me a tin hat, and they gave me a gun, and they sent me away to the war. And the band played Waltzing Matilda when the ship pulled away from the quay, and amidst all the tears, waving and cheers, we sailed off for Gallipoli. It's well I remember that terrible day when our blood stained the sand and the water, and how in that hell that they called Suvla Bay we were butchered like lambs at the slaughter. Johnny Turk, he was ready, he primed himself well, he rained us with bullets and he showered us with hell, and in 5 minutes flat we were all blown to hell. Nearly blew us back home to Australia. And the band played Waltzing Matilda when we stopped to bury our slain. But we buried ours and the Turks buried theirs. Then it started all over again. Those that were living just tried to survive in that mad world of blood, death, and fire. And for 10 weary weeks I kept myself alive, while around me the corpses piled higher. Then a big turkey shell knocked me arse overhead, and when I awoke in my hospital bed, and so what it had done, well, I wished I was dead. I never knew there was worse things than dying. Oh, no more I'll go waltzing Matilda all around the grey bush near and near, for to hampant and peg a man neath both legs. No more waltzing Matilda for me. They collected the wounded, the crippled, the maimed, and they shipped us back home to Australia. The armless, the legless, the blind, the insane, all those proud wounded heroes of Suvla. And when the ship pulled into Circular Quay, I looked at the place where my legs used to be, and thank Christ there was nobody waiting for me to grieve, to mourn, and to pity. And the band played a waltzing Matilda, and they carried us down the gangway. Oh, nobody cheered, they just stood there and stared, and they turned all their faces away. Now every April I sit on my porch and I watch the parade pass before me. I see my old comrades, how proudly they march, renewing their dreams of past glories. I see the old men all tired, stiff and worn, those weary old heroes of a forgotten war. And the young people ask, what are they marching for? And I ask myself the same question. And the band played waltzing Matilda, and the old men still answer the call. But year after year their numbers grow fewer, someday no one will march there at all. Waltzing Matilda, waltzing Matilda, you'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. And their ghosts may be heard as they march by the Billabong. Who'll come a waltzing Matilda with me? All right, and the band played Waltzing Matilda. That was a pretty long song. All right, I guess we'll try to do Sitting on Top of the World.
Well, you learned this one from the Pogues, Ken. Yeah, I'm not surprised. The Irish bands did a lot of
several Irish
Eric
bands.
Bogle material.
Yeah, played this one. The Dubliners also recorded it.
And I know the Clancys did the Greenfields of France too.
Yeah, both of these songs by Eric Bogle, who was Scottish, but both of these songs crossed over into Irish repertoire.
Yep. Hi, Diddy-Cam Music.
All right, let me try to find some Sitting on Top of the World there.
Oh yeah. Maintenant, on va faire un morceau qui s'appelle Sitting on the Top of the World, parce que c'est 7X sur Twitch qui nous a demandé de la faire. Il a dit qu'il l'a fait avec son groupe. Un morceau à l'origine de Mississippi Old Shakes, qui avait la particularité d'être un bluesman qui jouait du violon.
Alors c'est un groupe, hein, The Mississippi Shakes.
Ah oui, c'est The Mississippi Shakes. Mais il y en avait un qui... ils
du
avaient
violon.
la particularité d'avoir un violon dans le groupe. Un violon en blues, c'est pas courant. Et c'est vraiment dans les tout premiers groupes de blues. Hein.
All right, we'll try to do the old version closer to Mississippi Shakes, and maybe if we feel like it, we'll do the bluegrass version after that. What do you think?
As you want. It's crazy.
We've only got one more song planned after that anyway, so...
All right.
Oh.
Mm.
Yeah, Doc Watson was a legend.
Doc Watson. Oh, that's a great guitar player, singer, and finder of songs. That's one important part in the business. Finding some good songs, especially if you are trying to find some old songs, old sounds. It's almost a historian work.
Are you ready?
Was all the summer and all the fall. I'm trying to find my little one and all. Now she's gone, I don't worry. I'm sitting on top of the world. 'Twas in the spring, one sunny day, just when she left me, she's gone astray. But now she's gone, I don't worry. I'm sitting on top of the world. Don't you come running, holding up your hand. Can't get me a woman quick as you get a man. Now she's gone, I don't worry. I'm sitting on top of the world. It have been days I didn't know your name. Why should I worry and pray in vain? But now she's gone, I don't worry. It's sitting on top of the world. I went to the station down in the yard. Gonna get me a freight train, work some, get hard. But now she's gone, I don't worry. I'm sitting on top of the world. The lonesome days, they have gone by. Why should you beg me and say goodbye? But now she's gone, I don't worry. I'm sitting on top of the world.
All right, I'm sitting on top of the world.
You want to do a bluegrass version of it now?
Sure, we'll take the banjo and we'll do
Yeah.
a bluegrass version of it. You'll see how different it is. It's basically the same song, but still pretty different. That's not what I wanted to do.
Oh, you have another ID?
Bah non, je le cherche, c'était un petit peu de voix, moi.
Oh.
All right, I'll take the banjo for this version. Kind of the bluegrass version, although there are several different ways to play it in bluegrass, but we'll try one of them. All right, there it is.
Alors on a fait donc City on the Top of the World, la version la plus proche des Mississippi Shakes qu'on peut faire. Maintenant on va faire une version bluegrass de la chanson. Donc ça va probablement être plus rapide. Et peut-être moins d'accords. Je crois qu'on voit les accords, non, les accords c'est les mêmes. Mais en tout cas avec le banjo. Voilà.
All right, we'll try to do it in A, so.
If you like what we do this show every week, so you can come back next week and we'll probably play all different songs. We always changes. We have some themes every week. We're not sure about next week's theme, but we'll be sure to find one. Now, if you want, you can also do exclamation point Discord, and you can join our Discord if you feel like it. If you want to ask us questions, make some requests
In advance so that we can work on them.
Yeah.
Thanks, 7X's. Let's try to do it sitting on top of the
Oh
world.
yeah.
Sitting on top of the world, the bluegrass version there. And I know Jack Cook really loves to do this song with Ralph Stanley there. It's a real good one. All right, well, I guess it's time to get back on schedule. We've got one more song planned to do for you tonight, and we'll take the mandolin for this one. It's a song written by Harley Allen. Harley Allen is a great songwriter, bluegrass and country songwriter. He's the son of Red Allen, a famous bluegrass guitar player and singer who played with the Osmond Brothers a lot and with Frank Wakefield. And Harley Allen wrote some great songs, and this last tune that we're going to do is one that he wrote, and the Grascals recorded it. And it's a beautiful song called Me and John and Paul.
And if you want the music to last a little bit longer, now is the time to make some requests so that we'll have to do them and play a little bit more. Alors là, on arrive sur la dernière chanson. Si vous voulez que le show continue un peu, c'est le moment de nous envoyer des petites requêtes, de nous demander de faire d'autres chansons. Le dernier morceau qu'on va faire, c'est un morceau écrit par Harley Allen, enregistré par les Grascals, qui s'appelle Me and John and Paul, donc moi, John et Paul, et qui raconte l'histoire d'une bande d'amis d'enfance. Et il y a un des trois qui s'engage comme soldat, qui part à la guerre, qui meurt en héros et son corps est rapatrié. Et l'un de ses amis, qui est sur le point de vue, c'est le point de vue d'un des amis, et il va au cimetière pour y rendre hommage. Et il y a le troisième copain qui vient bien sûr à l'enterrement. Et du coup, ils se retrouvent. Me and John and Paul.
Johnny lived next door to me and Paul lived down the block. We met each day at my house sharp at 6 o'clock. We race our bikes to school and Paul would always win. Johnny said that's 'cause we're 9 and Paul had just turned 10. First day of high school, on the way to my first class, 3 football players said they wouldn't let me pass. So I set my books down and I rolled up my sleeves. Then I noticed there were 2 boys standing here with me. It was me and John and Paul, the best friends you ever saw. All for one and one for all. It was me and John and Paul. I wonder why they call it Graduation Day. It's more like a funeral for the youth that passed away. Paul said he's leaving for the army in 2 weeks. Johnny said let's go to town and make some memories. It was me and John and Paul, the best friends we ever saw. Oh, for one and one for all. It was me and John and Paul. Years later I heard Paul came back from the Gulf War. So I flew up to Tennessee to visit him once more. It didn't shock me none to hear that he'd been brave. He lost his own life, but another one he saved. Well, I waited in the dark till everyone had left. And I knelt down to say a prayer where my pal slept. Then I heard a voice that I hadn't heard in years. I didn't need to turn around, I knew just who was here. It was me and John and Paul, the best friends you ever saw. Oh, for one and one for all. It was me and John and Paul. It was me and John and Paul, the best friends you ever saw. Oh, for one and
right, me and John and Paul. I hope you liked it. It is.
Oh yeah, it is.
It is sometimes hard to get through it and not break up, but it is a very beautiful song, right?
Oh yeah.
All right. Well,
Uh,
thanks a lot for being with us tonight. We hope you'll have a great time, a great
we had
night,
request
a great
from
week,
John Henry.
week ahead of you. I know. And got a little request for John Henry there. We'll definitely try to do. Don't know if we'll have the words, but we'll wing it. We'll try to remember some of the words. For John Henry, and not sure what instrument we'll try. Maybe the mandolin or the banjo. We'll have to think about it.
Well, as long as I can play the guitar on it.
Let's try G, and
G.
I'll start with the mandolin. Maybe I'll take the banjo in the middle.
All right, if you want.
Probably not a good idea.
Alors, Gruffalo nous a demandé de faire John Henry, qui est une chanson sur un homme en colère qui avait des armes.
Hein? Pas du tout.
C'est pas celui-là.
C'est un employé de chemin de
C'est
fer
l'employé de chemin de fer.
qui essaie de faire mieux qu'une machine à vapeur.
C'est John Hardin, ouais, c'est ça.
John Hardy.
John Hardin.
Well, we started to post the song list on the Discord these days. So after the show, we'll post the song list on the Discord if you're interested.
Yeah, you can join the Discord.
It's the list of songs that we had planned.
Yep.
There might not be the requests, but the songs we had planned, we'll try to get them on the Discord.
And then we have a bot with a song list or something.
But we don't.
No, we don't.
It would be pretty hard to set up, you know.
Yeah. I know.
We could try something maybe one of these days, but in the meantime, it's in the Discord. Let's try to do this, John Henry. You ready?
All right, you said G, right?
John Henry said, John Henry was a little bitty boy, not giving on the top of his world. When he heard his mommy said, "Good Bobby, let's call him John Henry Brown, Lord, Lord, let's call him John Henry Brown." John Henry, he said to his captain, "Well, a man ain't nothing but a man, and if you have lived at a steel dream down, I'll hit man the hammer in my hand, Lord, Lord, I'll die with the hammer in my hand." didn't know the words. That's for sure. Well, I think we've got to try to work out a version of John Henry, and of course, everybody has different words to the song, so we'll have to kind of settle on a version. But I think we must get to we must have a version of John Henry. So we'll try to work on that, I think.
Yeah.
Your
arm hurts.
But it is pretty fast. That's for sure.
And I didn't have a break to change instruments in the middle.
That's right. Well, folks, I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed your time tonight with us. And yeah. Well, I hope you had a good time with us tonight on this 11th of November, and we'll hope to see you again next week. We'll be back next week, and
more original songs.
Well, I think we've got to do a full set of original songs one of these days. Hopefully you'll be there.
We could maybe do like the story of Martin Gare or something.
Well, we'll have to find it.
Yeah, but we can.
All right, maybe we'll try to do one more song and do an original there. If Tiffy is still, if you're not going to bed right now, we could try to do one or two original songs there just before we say goodnight.
Yeah, so this song is one called The Story of Martin Gare, and it's about a French man living in the medieval times. I can't remember the exact period, but I think it's like the 15th century or something. And he was in the town. He married a girl, and then there was a problem at his hometown, and he left the town, and he got into the military, and he fought in Spain. And then one day, some guy came to see him and to tell him, well, I don't know if you're aware, but there's some guy that is faking being you at your hometown. He's with your wife, and he gave some children to her. So maybe you should go home and see what's happening. And this is a true story, and there was a trial to know if Martin Gare had been replaced by someone who looked like him. And yeah, the trial, the real Martin Gare came in, and so they knew what happened. Now I wrote a song about it because it's kind of a crazy story. Alors on va en faire encore une ou deux peut-être. Ce qu'on va faire, c'est un morceau qui s'appelle L'histoire de Martin Gare. C'est un morceau que j'ai écrit qui raconte l'histoire de Martin Gare, un Français qui s'était marié dans sa ville, dans son village. Puis il a eu des gros problèmes, il avait des soucis avec sa belle famille, donc il s'est barré, il s'est engagé dans l'armée. Et puis un jour, il y a un autre gars qui est venu, qui a fait semblant avec Martin Gare, qui s'est mis avec sa femme, qui a eu des enfants avec elle. Ensuite ils se sont dit mais quand même c'est bizarre, c'est pas lui. Ils ont fait un procès, et pendant le procès il y a le vrai Martin Gare qui a débarqué en bah non en fait c'est pas moi. Voilà, un morceau qui s'appelle The Story of Martin Gare. Martin had it worth, he was robbed of his life. successfully stole the life of another. And now the judge would close the case, but there was no breakthrough. Over there at the coach's door, marching the true. There are things in this world that can steal all your money. There are times that can steal the right to be free. There are lady killers, love the body can steal the precious one. But Martin had it worse, he was right.
All right.
Well, thank you for the kind words.
The story of Martin Guerre. And
Yep.
well, we got one last song that we also considered doing, and it's another original. And this is one that I wrote. It's a kind of a Civil War themed song called Pretty Girl Among the Roses. And I think it'll wrap up the evening nicely and kind of softly so that you may go to sleep.
Yep. And after we're through with the set, we'll try to find someone to send you guys up. Someone who does some nice acoustic music, if we can find one. Maintenant, on va vous en faire une dernière. Cette fois, ce sera la dernière. Hein. Comme la première sera la dernière.
Pas comme la première, justement.
Un morceau écrit par mon frère qui se place dans la guerre civile américaine qui s'appelle Pretty Girl Among the Roses.
Pretty girl among the roses, pretty smile upon her face, as she holds the faded picture of her boy who went away. She is dreaming of her soldier, he has gone among the brave. Pretty girl among the roses, he'll return to her someday. He went into the battle, a little town called Gettysburg. There he found the Yankee soldier in the blood and in the mud. In the orchard near the boulders, deafened by the battle roar, one by one he saw his comrades falling on the bloody soil. He was wounded in the battle, in the hospital he lay, but the struggles were not ended. He had to fight the pain away. He was longing for his mountains while the doctors worked away. And when the pain was too much, saw his sweetheart way back then. Pretty soon he started back to his little mountain home, to that pretty little cabin and the girl who waited in. When at last he crossed the mountains, thought his heart was going to stop, for the fire that was raging took the cabin and her life. The Yankee boys had come here, they had burned the place away. Couldn't leave 'cause she was waiting for her boy who went away. She was lying on the ground, a little smile was on her face as she held steady smile upon her face as she holds the faded picture of her boy who went away. She is dreaming of her soldier, he has gone among the brave. Pretty girl among the roses, they will meet again someday.
All right, well, I hope you had a good time with us tonight, and we sure had a blast, and we hope to see you again next time. It wasn't too bad. We had we had a couple of cats, I think, during the evening, but not haven't had one for 2 hours.
Could have been worse.
Could have been worse. Could still be better, but hopefully it'll work out. And well, folks, we wish you a very good week, pleasant week. Take care, and we hope to see you again next time.
Thank you very much for everyone who listened in. We are very happy to hear about you and hope you enjoy the show. Voilà, c'était la dernière chanson pour aujourd'hui. On espère que vous avez passé un bon moment avec nous. En tout cas, on vous souhaite une très bonne journée ou une très bonne nuit. Et peut-être à la semaine prochaine. Passez une bonne semaine en attendant et prenez bien soin de vous. Alright, take care folks and maybe see you next time.
Hey, Zero. All right, take
Hey,
care,
Zero.
folks. See you next time.